The term human tripod is just about adding value, not just shooting for the sake of shooting. We're not just shooting stuff to look good. Anyone can grab a sunset shot, and now cameras are becoming cheaper and cheaper, and eventually everything's going to move to the phone. And so what we're going to do when AI completely takes over the pretty shots and everything in between, the client's just going to be able to press a button on their phone and going to be able to produce content. So we have to be careful of that. So how do we get away from the human tripod stuff? What we do is we focus on things like storytelling, strategy, creativity, and becoming a much more key component to that brand's outcome than anything else. That's the conversation that video agencies should be having, is what does your client come to you for? What's the real reason? Some of them will say, I'm just putting together a brand story. And I'm like, okay, great. You're putting a brand story together. Why? Oh, because we just feel people don't understand us more. Okay, great. Well, why do you want them to understand you more? Okay, so you want to create an emotional connection. Why do you want to create an emotional connection? Why do you want to build more trust? Why do you want to raise the perceived value of your company? Why? Because you're either doing one or two things. You're either trying to attract more talent to the business, or you're trying to create more revenue for the business. And so once I understand that, I always then worked with the client on the creative from that point. Because I know the strategy, I know what they want, I know what their ROI is. Let's reverse engineer it and get a creative that's going to give them the outcome they want. I think that storytelling is the only way you're going to make somebody believe something or draw attention to something, or even transform ideas into reality, or to be able to say, take the next change makers' ideas and bring them out of that person's head into a visual that can actually be digested and understood by the masses. So storytelling is really the only way that we can truly change the world. When we look at storytelling from the visual point of view, it's the only way to demonstrate an idea, service or product that can be felt or seen. And I think that if you find yourself a great storyteller, then you are pretty close to getting whatever you want or what you want to convey. They're very good with social interactions. They are smart streetwise. They're very sensitive. And it's because they understand human behavior, I believe. True storytellers know and understand human behavior. I know I haven't explained this properly, but to me, it's one of the most powerful professions on earth. I think if you had two pens, right? So if you had one pen and it was 50 cents, and then you had another pen and it was 50 cents. But one pen was used to write Jurassic Park, and one pen was not. Now this has got a story attached to it. It's got history attached to it. It now becomes increasing value, where this one has nothing. It's invisible. Okay, it's just a pen that's worth 50 cents. So storytelling wraps meaning and value around things. It's that you can take any product, wrap a story around it, and you'll instantly can 10x that product if you tell the right stories around it. That's the big thing. And that's where storytelling can really make brands a lot of money. So video agencies need to start to recognize that, and they need to see that within themselves, and then start walking with that value when they walk into a boardroom. And hence goes back to my human tripod statement, is we need to make sure that we're demonstrating how do we wrap meaning and value around their product and services so that we can become the most powerful person in the company. But then with that comes also them getting paid, and highly